ஆண்டவர் TMX முறுக்கு கம்பிகளின் அரசன்.
Hi, this is Youturn and I am Iyan Karthikeyan. I am a journalist and a fact checker from Tamil Nadu. I am not so good at English, but I want to speak in English just to communicate very clearly some important messages to fellow Indians. One, Hindi is not our national language. Hindi is not our national language. Recently, there was a Twitter trending, boycott Zomato. Why? Because one of the customer executive of Zomato asked the customer to learn Hindi. Hindi is our national language. You must know at least a little. This is what he said. The customer care executive is from Hindi, from North India. His language is Hindi. He is imposing his language on us. Zomato is operating in Tamil Nadu. They are earning from Tamil Nadu. They are giving services to Tamil people. There are many people who doesn't know Hindi or doesn't know English. Just they know Tamil, which is the mother tongue of them. Is it a sin? I know my mother tongue. I know just my mother tongue. Is it a sin? No, right? I know my mother tongue. When a person trying to get money from me, trying to earn from me, trying to do business in my land, why they can't speak in my language, which I know? They need our money. They need our land. They need our business, but they are not ready to speak in our language. This is happening. We agitated against it. We made a Twitter trend, boycott Zomato. Various people raised their voice. They spoke about the importance of language, but that CEO responded in a different way. He's saying we don't have tolerance. He's saying we don't have chill. We do have very good tolerance and chill. Our chill level is very high. That is why, because a person, a company who can run here without knowing our language, and they are not ready to communicate in our language whenever we demand also. We have huge tolerance so that company making money out of Tamil Nadu without knowing Tamil, without ready to speak Tamil. This can happen in Tamil Nadu because the tolerance level, the chill level we have. When you try to impose Hindi, you want to speak in Hindi. When you try to dictate like that, we are giving our agitation. Is it a sin? Is it a sin? No, right? You are serving to us. We demand the language which we spoke. Is it a wrong thing? No, right? So all we demand is speak in our language. It's not just about the sentiments. It's not about sentiment. You are quoting us like it's a language sentiment. It's not language sentiment. It's basic right. It's a very basic right. Because a person who knows Tamil need to be served in their language, but someone from North India who knows Hindi asking to read and write or speak Hindi. Think about this. One of the Tamilan losing a job opportunity. We need to communicate in Tamil. If they arrange a person from Tamil language who can speak Tamil language, that can give employment opportunity to thousands of Tamil people. It's not only for Tamil, but maybe a Canadian who can speak Canadian, or who can speak Malayalam or Telugu or whatever. So Kannada or Telugu or Malayalam or Bhojpuri or Bengali or Kashmiri and whichever language. Every single state, almost every single state of India has a unique language. We demand to respect every single language. We are not speaking something to spread hatred. We are not hating Hindi. We are asking you question. Why are you imposing Hindi on us? Do you have that right? Do you have that right? When you impose some language, we are losing this job opportunity. How many Kannada speaking person, how many Malayalam speaking person, how many Bengali speaking person will lose their job if you impose Hindi on us? Someone who doesn't know the state language of the state can work, but who knows the state language cannot work. Lakhs and lakhs of jobs being grabbed. This is the issue. India is union of states. India is not one nation, one language formula. It won't fit in that one language, one nation formula. Why? Because India is union of states, which means every single state has unique culture, unique tradition, unique language, unique dress, unique food habit that need to be respected. You can wear what you like. I will wear what I like. You can eat what you like. I can eat what I like. I have my own tradition. I have my own culture. You have your own culture. You have your own tradition. Let's accept our diversity. Let's accept that diversity. Why are you trying to make this as one unitary formula? No, that won't work out. When you accept the differences, when you accept the diversity, that is called unity in diversity. That's what India says. Why you want to grab someone's plate and ask him to eat what you want to eat? Is it the right thing? No. We are not ready to accept others' food habit. We are not ready to accept others' language. We are imposing what someone else to eat. We are imposing what someone else to speak. Is it the right thing? Is it not a national issue? Yes, it is a national issue. When there are too many differences in one country, that one country need to understand and accept the differences and celebrate the differences. When every single person ready to accept the differences, different religion, different language, different dressing sense, different food habits, if every single person ready to accept as it is, then unity will bloom. When you're not ready to accept the differences, there comes the issue, there comes the chaos, there comes the riot. Don't impose. You want to make every single thing to one language, one culture, one tradition. Is it possible? One religion. Is it possible? Why you want to impose things on us? That won't work out. When there is a company comes to a particular state, respect their language, give service in their language, give a job opportunity to their people, which they deserve. When you accept the language, you can give job to the person who is the son of that land. Won't they deserve? In the name of saying one country, one language, you should not grab the opportunities. You should not grab the jobs. We can't allow. This is what we are opposing, you are imposing, you are grabbing the opportunities. You are not ready to give the respect of other languages. Okay, now everyone will have the question like, why you are not ready to accept Hindi, where you accept English? No? Every single person is speaking a language just to communicate. I'm speaking Tamil, someone will speak Malayalam, someone will speak Kannada, or someone will speak Hindi. What does it matter? Every single person can communicate with other person with a language. When two different languages are there, we need a common languages to communicate. If I learn Hindi, or if a Hindi person who speaks Hindi learns Tamil, that advantage will transfer to people who speak the mother tongue. Tamil is my mother tongue. If we learn Tamil, that is advantage to me. I can read, speak or write better than you. You can learn for years and years, but I can do it very easily because that's my mother tongue. From my childhood, I used to speak, write, hear, I can sing, I can do whatever with that language that is more comfortable to me. So if I learn Hindi, that is more comfortable to you, you will have that advantage. I don't want to give that advantage to you. Why should I? Why should I? When we write something, when I and you appear for the same exam in Hindi, you will do better. Because that's your mother tongue. Why you want to give that? Why you need that extra mileage? That is not required. India has plenty of languages, thousands of languages. Even official languages, many. So, every single language needs their own weightage. So, what happened to the Marathian cinemas? Marathian cinema industry itself completely devastated. Why? Many language films are not there, movies are not there because of Hindi. Every single person started to see Hindi movies. The opportunities just transferred to one particular industry. Language needs some culture, so language needs some books, literature, and some kind of art form should be done in that language. That is very important. Who will write book in some regional language? If every single knows Hindi, everyone will write in Hindi because that can be shown to many person. But you cannot write in particular language because that will be read by very less person. When there is a dominating big brother who is trying to be a big brother, that is a problem. Hindi is not a big brother. We cannot allow India to become a big brother. You cannot grab our movies that will give another job loss to the people over here who speak the particular language of state. They will lose the opportunity, they will lose the business, they will lose their literature. One language cannot be weakened by other language. So this is the thing we are opposing. We are against this attitude. We are speaking against it every single time. We want to clearly communicate that again and again. Hindi is not our national language and do not try to impose it on us. Thank you.